Okay guys, we're making something a little bit different today. We're making Mexican papas con chorizos. Papas are potatoes. And I've never cooked with chorizo before. But this is what I got. I'm supposed to take the casings off. I'm not sure if this kind has it. So let's get cooking. Mexican potatoes and chorizo. Just a meat and potato dish. Okay, I peeled and diced 3 medium potatoes. It was about 1.5 pounds. And we're just gonna cover that with water and put a lid on that and bring that to a boil. We want them pork tender. Leave it a little cocked because otherwise it seems like it bubbles over with potatoes. That should take about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, I cut out my onions. So a little less than 2 cups. Have 2 to 3 cloves of garlic minced. Gonna make some lime wedges. I cut my lime into 8. Put them aside. This will be for garnish, what we'll serve our potatoes and chorizo with. Okay, now we're gonna cut up some cilantro. I'm gonna wash a little bit and then chop. Okay, my recipe called for 8 ounces. This is 12. That's why I increased the potatoes a little bit because we're gonna use it all. And it says to remove the casings and cook. I'll have to open up and see. I don't know if there's different types and all that, so let's get going. Okay, the chorizo eyeball didn't really have any casings to remove, so I just sliced them up. We're gonna put those in the pan and pan fry them. Okay, and then drain your potatoes. Mine are tender. I hope they're not too tender because we will add those. They might crumble. You know, it is what it is. They're supposed to almost be, I think, like a hash brown, like will be fried up with your chorizo, but it'll be good, believe me. We're just adding it back to that same pot because everything's gonna be added back together. Says to cook chorizo until it begins to brown and release its oil. So about 5 to 7 minutes. I am going to set the timer for 5 minutes just so I'll have an idea. Oh, that smells good. Said I haven't really ever cooked chorizo before. I'm going to add just a splash of vegetable oil. These don't seem to be releasing a whole lot. Maybe about a tablespoon. We'll be doing our onions in there and all as well. Turn it down to medium. I decided to add it back to a large skillet so I'll have more surface area when I add my potatoes so they can get browned. I did cook my potatoes a little more than pork tender, so I'm hoping they'll hold up. Okay, they're browning up nice. I'm going to add my onion and cook until the onion is translucent. Another 3 to 4 minutes. Go just a few more, and then we'll add our garlic. We're going to add our 2 to 3 garlic cloves minced. Stir that up for 30 seconds to a minute. Now we're cooking. Is this a breakfast dish? We're having it like a afternoon lunch. Got a teaspoon of cumin. We're gonna add that, kind of spread it around, but we're gonna of course stir it in. That's a little bit of a different flavor, smell. gently add in our potatoes. Stir that up. Once we get it stirred all in, we're gonna kind of try to leave it alone and let it brown a little bit. Salt and pepper to taste. Probably a quarter. I'm just gonna use the shaker. I'm not sure how salty like chorizo is. Yeah, this is like a hash. I didn't even know for some reason. Makes me want to like cook up some eggs. You can have breakfast for dinner. Alright. We'll let that cook for a little bit and then we'll turn them and cook them again. It's tempting to want to keep turning it, but we're gonna let it sit. I don't think the potatoes are meant to brown. There's really not oil in there, and the directions didn't have the time frame included to brown them. Okay, I'm gonna call it good. Everything looks good and melded together. The potatoes didn't get crispy, but they're definitely, it didn't say that in the directions. It says to add garnishes and lime wedges. Get this plated. Okay, I have that plated. I'm gonna add some cilantro. People to add more as they want. It is our green. All right, I'm gonna serve it just like that, and we'll do our lime wedges. Maybe we'll do it like this. Alright guys, there's our Mexican papas con chorizos. Alright, let's dish some up. Does look like a hash, huh? Like a little spicy, like you might want eggs. You can add more cilantro if you want. And it was salted and pepper, but you might need more, and everyone gets their lime. Mexican papas con chorizos. Is that how you would say chorizos in Spanish?
I'm not sure if it's chorizo or if it's chorizo.
Chorizo. How is it? Kind of plain?
No.
No.
There's enough spice in the chorizo.
Yeah, it's a little spicy.
Yeah, it might need just a little salt.
Yeah, it was hard to know how much.
Yeah,
I didn't know
sometimes the heat will hide how
chorizo-
much salt you need.
I wasn't sure how salty that meat was either, so.
It's also true. Like the guy when he's using salt pork, he says you don't need to add salt.
Well, like I said, it's a lunch. Could be a breakfast. Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted lots of cilantro.
Oh, well, you know, cilantro's always
be.
Yeah.
It's a tad dry, but I guess you could add like a hot sauce or a taco sauce or even a salsa if you had it. We have salsa. You want some?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna add this salsa.